Today is all about small but crucial details in a recent grappling match at American Grappling Federation between a Foundation team member Enrique in black and the white tree logo on the back, and a really game skilled opponent. So Enrique is working an underhook with his left side, tries to pop underneath a kind of loose, wide collar tie of his opponent to get that underhook and establish it. From there, his opponent turns and faces. Enrique tries to pop to the other side, get a body lock, get perpendicular to his opponent. His opponent's right hand goes inside of Enrique's inner thigh, and he pivots, trying to get a takedown. Enrique stays on all fours, gets double underhooks, and immediately drives, working for a takedown. His opponent, though, gets a demi butterfly hook of sorts, tries to get the sweep. Enrique lands on his heels, turns belly down faster than his opponent to stay on top. His opponent starts working a technical stand-up. Enrique's far hand, his left hand, traps at the knee. He continues driving forward while his opponent tries to sprawl out. Enrique kind of gets the reshoot here, coming up to his feet. His opponent's ready with a gut wrench, tries to get a legless sweep. They roll through this time. He comes up on top. Enrique maintains his grip, gets to his hands and knees, and works to start driving again as his opponent does a really good job of keeping his legs and hips splayed and sprawled out. Enrique starts working to his left to get a favorable angle. His opponent pops up to his feet, trying to get another gut wrench reversal. Instead, Enrique gets enough of an angle to the left side that he's able to sit his opponent back down in his butt. His opponent does not give up space, kind of commits to the position before eventually getting his left leg free. Here you're going to see the importance of an angle. Enrique now has moved to his left side, but his head is low. And it makes it tough for him to really pin his opponent at this point. His opponent reaches his backhand, his right hand out, tries to scoot away, get some space from Enrique, eventually trying to get his legs free and get a get up, a technical stand up. Enrique's pressure is good here with his head down, his butt high. And it's not enough to prevent his opponent from getting his butt off the ground and continuing to work for a stand-up. They're struggling here for a bit. It's not going to be until a bit later when Enrique gets his head free and cuts an angle that he can establish the position. Now, top man has both of his legs out. He's working to try to sprawl again. Enrique does a good job of scooting himself in on the hips and the legs to stay with his opponent. His opponent's going to start circling to his own left here while his hips are in to try to continue to defend. He has a gut wrench here. If he were able to slide a little higher down the back and neck of Enrique and then start working an underhook or pushing the head down or a crossface, he might have a little more success. But instead, he does a good job of trying to get to his feet. He's super game. Enrique pulls on his hand. His head is low, so he doesn't have much position here. But when he postures up, you see his face there, and circles to his right. He's able to cut an angle sufficient to put his opponent down on his back, not just on one butt, but on his back. From there, his opponent's demi butterfly guard is not enough to lift Enrique up, though he could try. Enrique solidifies the position, gets the takedown points. It wasn't until he postures up, does a little sit-out motion, and we could see Enrique's head go from down, facing the mat, to looking up to the sky, that he's able, along with his footwork, to get the angle to get the pin.